We will now hear from our House and Senate Democratic leaders, Brad King and Gene Davis. They will also nominate our candidates for the House and Senate that are multi-county-wide. And at this time, I would like all of our state House and Senate candidates who are up this year to come and stand if you can, because I don't know where Gene and Brad are. Oh, they're right there. Hi. So all of our state and House candidates, if you can make your way to the front so everyone can see you.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. These people truly deserve your applause. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is David Archuleta. It worked a little better for the guy yesterday. You know, it's interesting. I wish David were here. I'd like him to sing his rendition of Imagine. Fourth verse. You remember this? Imagine no supermajority. Come on, sing along. Imagine all the people voting for Democrats. You don't know the words? Oh, sorry. Let's do an easier one. How about the theme from Hawaii Five-0? Da 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 da. You don't know the words to that either? Never mind. I want to introduce you to some heroes on the hills. We have wonderful representation up there, and I just want to make quick mention of the names of those in the House. They are, I could do this if I weren't so nervous, David Litvak, Carol Spackman Moss, Phil Reeson, Neil Hendrickson, Jim Gowans, Karen Morgan, Jackie Biskupski, Lou Shurtleff, Carl Duckworth, Neil Hansen, Roz McGee, Jen Seelig, Janice Fisher, Lynn Hemingway, Mark Wheatley, Tim Cosgrove, Chris Johnson, Larry Wiley, and Rebecca Chavez Hauk. These truly are heroes, folks. They've fought the good fight. They're all up for re-election this year. We'd also like to recognize those who are running for the House and for the Senate who are up here with us. But what we need is, we need your help. We saw that we were able to avoid some things this last time, but other things like omnibus education and tax bills were able to pass. We need you to go out and do your part. If you wait until November to have any other association with these good folks, you haven't done your job. We need you to go out and help your neighbors to unleash the inner Democrat. This can be done, but it can't be done without your help. You've got to be willing to go out, and you've got to be willing to talk, and I'm going to give you a little ammunition real quickly. With all deference to Jeff Foxworthy, you can ask these questions, and what we need to do is tell these people and show them that they're already Utah Democrats. You may be a Utah Democrat if, in the last 3 months, you've ridden tracks. If in the last few weeks, you've thought about buying a moped. If you look at paying for public education as an investment in our future and not as a constitutional obligation. And finally, if you think it takes more than calling a national radio station and talking to a person to prove that you're a great American. If you want to go out and be a great American, it happens by work, by working for these good people, unleash the inner Democrat. Thank you.
Wow. I'll tell you this, I'm glad he's coming to the Senate. Thank you. I'm Gene Davis. I'm standing here as the minority whip, hoping one day to be in the majority. As you know, we reopened the Capitol, totally remodeled, the first of this year. What we need to do is move into the Capitol next year with a Democratic majority in both the House and the Senate and the governorship. This past session has been a great one for Democrats, where we stood together, stood united, from issues of animal rights to human rights, without hatred in our voices. I would like to take a moment and recognize the 8 strong Senate Democrats, starting with our leader, Mike Dmitrich, who is unable to be here today, and of course has decided not to file for re-election after 40 years of serving the Democratic Party and the state of Utah. Our thanks to Mike Dmitrich. The other members of the caucus who stand tall for democratic values: Pat Jones, Scott McCoy, Ross Romero, Brent Goodfellow, Fred Fife, and our newest member, Karen Main. We have a great slate of candidates vying for your help to be elected. Everyone, as I look out at you, you want a Democratic majority. We need to put it on the line. We need to elect a majority. And in that, there's only 2 seats out of those 8 that are open. So to get a majority, we need to keep those 2 seats plus pick up 7. So I hope you'll join with me. And if I could, I'd like the Senate Democratic candidates who are here, if you would step forward. And Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a formal nomination, if I might, that these candidates be selected by acclamation.
It has been moved and seconded that this fine slate be nominated by acclamation. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? I didn't think so. So be it. So ordered.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now let's go for the majority. Thank you.
I must say, that is a fine-looking group of candidates. Before we continue, I have someone's iPhone. If you've lost your iPhone, again, I'll be to the left of the stage. Someone's calling it too, and I'm afraid to answer.